Barcelona awakens, a sensory symphony. As the first light of dawn breaks over the horizon, the city begins to stir. The market, a hive of activity, starts to buzz with the early risers setting up their stalls, preparing for the day ahead. The urban landscape, still cloaked in the soft hues of dawn, slowly comes to life. Sunrise in Barcelona. Not for the faint of heart. The streets, once silent, now hum with the sounds of life. Vendors call out, their voices mingling with the distant hum of traffic. The city is waking up, and with it, a symphony of sounds and sights unfolds. Light slices through wooden shutters, casting intricate patterns on the floor. The warmth of the sun slowly fills the room, a gentle reminder that a new day has begun. The city outside is already alive, and it's time to join the dance. A rooster crows, cluelessly, miles from any farm. Its call, a curious blend of rural charm in an urban jungle, adds to the unique tapestry of sounds that define Barcelona's mornings. It's a city where the unexpected is the norm. The city groans back to life. The sounds of construction, the chatter of people, and the distant wail of sirens create a cacophony that is both overwhelming and exhilarating. It's a sensory overload, but one that feels oddly comforting. Motorbikes buzz like angry wasps, weaving through the traffic with a sense of urgency. Their engines roar, a stark contrast to the gentle hum of the early morning. It's a reminder that Barcelona is a city always on the move. The smell of strong coffee and cigarettes drifts upward, mingling with the fresh morning air. It's a scent that is uniquely Barcelona, a blend of the old and the new, the traditional and the modern. It's a city that lives and breathes through its senses. I'm up. Another day in paradise. Or something like that. The city calls, and I answer. There's a sense of anticipation in the air, a feeling that anything can happen. It's a city that promises adventure, and I'm ready to embrace it. Barcelona. A city that seduces and exhausts you in equal measure. Its beauty is undeniable, but it's a beauty that comes with a price. The constant hustle, the never-ending energy, it can be draining. But it's a price I'm willing to pay. She's a beautiful, chaotic mess. But she's my beautiful, chaotic mess. The streets, the people, the energy, it's all part of what makes Barcelona so special. It's a city that gets under your skin, that becomes a part of you. I wouldn't have it any other way. The chaos, the noise, the constant movement, it's all part of the charm. It's a city that never sleeps, that never stops, and I love it for that. It's a place where you can truly feel alive. Today's agenda? Work, maybe some beach time. Definitely tapas later. It's a city that knows how to balance work and play, where the lines between the two often blur. It's a lifestyle that is uniquely Barcelona, and one that I have come to cherish. But first, coffee. Lots of coffee. The day can't start without it. The rich aroma, the bitter taste, it's a ritual that prepares me for the day ahead. In Barcelona, coffee is more than just a drink, it's a way of life. Downstairs, the barrio is already a whirlwind. The early morning sun casts long shadows, but the streets are alive with the hum of activity. Vendors are setting up their stalls, and the aroma of freshly baked bread wafts through the air. People flow like water, around corners, down narrow streets. They move with purpose, yet there's a relaxed rhythm to their steps. It's a dance of daily life, choreographed by the city's heartbeat. The air crackles with energy. It's a blend of anticipation and routine where every day feels like a new adventure, yet comfortingly familiar. The sounds of laughter, conversations, and distant music create a symphony of urban life. I find my local cafe. It's crammed. The tables are filled with people sipping their morning coffee, reading newspapers, or engaged in animated discussions. The walls are adorned with vintage posters and local art, giving the place a cozy, lived-in feel. No matter. I squeeze onto a stool at the bar. The barista, with a practiced hand, is pulling espresso shots, the machine hissing and steaming. The counter is a mosaic of coffee cups, saucers, and plates with half-eaten pastries. Order a café con leche and a croissant. The coffee is rich and creamy, the perfect balance of bitter and sweet. The croissant is flaky, buttery, and still warm from the oven. The bartender nods, a knowing smile. We've shared this moment countless times. It's a silent acknowledgement of our daily ritual, a small but significant part of my morning. We're old friends, in that way you can be with someone you only exchange a few words with each day. There's a comfort in the familiarity, a sense of belonging in this bustling city. The guy next to me is arguing about football, passionately, in Catalan. His hands move animatedly, punctuating his points. The intensity of his voice rises and falls, drawing the attention of those around him. I catch a word here and there. Goal, penal, equipo. The language is musical, each word flowing into the next, creating a rhythm that's uniquely Catalan. Mostly I just soak it in. The ambiance, the sounds, the smells. It's a sensory experience that grounds me in the present, making me feel connected to the world around me. The rhythm of the language, the hand gestures, the sheer volume. This is Barcelona, a city where every moment is infused with life, where every corner holds a story, and every cafe is a window into the soul of its people. Work, the curse and the blessing of the freelance life. My office today? Could be a park bench, a cafe, maybe a co-working space if I'm feeling social. Barcelona is a city that encourages you to work hard, but also to savor life, to find the balance. Not always easy, but hey, who said this expat gig was going to be easy? Today I'm at a table outside a cafe, laptop open, fighting a losing battle with the Wi-Fi. A dog barks, a busker strums a flamenco guitar. Distractions are everywhere, but somehow the work gets done. Lunchtime. The sun is high in the sky, casting a warm glow over everything it touches. The Mediterranean Sea sparkles like 1,000 diamonds, inviting and serene. It's the perfect setting for a midday meal. The city is bathed in golden light. Time for a break. As the hustle and bustle of Barcelona continues, there's a moment of calm that descends upon the city. People take a pause, finding solace in the simple pleasures of life. I wander down to Barceloneta, the old fishing quarter. The narrow streets are alive with history, each building telling a story of days gone by. The waterfront promenade is bustling with activity, yet there's a sense of timelessness here. The air smells of salt and seafood. It's a heady mix that makes my mouth water. The sound of waves crashing against the rocks adds to the sensory experience, creating a symphony of nature and culinary delight. Tourists and locals alike pack into restaurants. Not today. Today I seek something different, something more personal. The crowded eateries have their charm, but I'm in the mood for a quieter, more intimate experience. Today, I grab a takeaway paella from a street vendor. The vendor is a master of his craft, each movement precise and practiced. The aroma of saffron and seafood wafts through the air, promising a meal that's both comforting and delicious. Find a bench overlooking the Mediterranean. It's the perfect spot to enjoy my meal. The view is breathtaking, with the endless expanse of the sea stretching out before me. The gentle breeze carries the scent of the ocean, mingling with the rich aroma of my paella. The sun on my face, the sound of the waves, the taste of saffron and seafood, this is the life. Each bite is a burst of flavor, the saffron adding a unique depth to the dish. The seafood is fresh, tender, and perfectly cooked. It's a moment of pure bliss. For a moment, I forget about deadlines, about emails, about the million little things that clutter my mind. It's just me, the sea, and this incredible meal. The worries of the world fade away, replaced by a sense of peace and contentment. Just me, the sea, and a damn good paella. In this moment, everything is perfect. The simplicity of it all is what makes it so special. It's a reminder that sometimes the best things in life are the simplest. And as I take another bite, I can't help but feel grateful for this beautiful day, this delicious meal, and this serene moment by the sea. Siesta time, the city catches its breath. The city slows down for siesta. Even the tourists seem to succumb to the midday heat. Shops close, restaurants empty, the streets are quiet, almost deserted. It's a different kind of magic. I wander through the Gothic quarter, marveling at the architecture. Centuries of history whispered in stone. Back to the grindstone, the afternoon hustle, siesta over, back to work. The city roars back to life. The hum of traffic, the chatter of voices, the clatter of dishes from cafes, even the air feels different, charged with a second wind. I find a shady spot in Park Güell, Gaudi's masterpiece. Whimsical, colorful, a little bit crazy. Just like Barcelona itself, I lose myself in work, the city of vibrant backdrop. Language exchange lost in translation, found in laughter. Evening, time for my Catalan class. I'm terrible at it, but my teacher is patient. And my classmates, a motley crew of expats and immigrants from all over the world, are all in the same boat. We laugh at each other's mistakes, bond over shared frustrations, and somehow miraculously learn a few words. It's less about fluency, more about connection, about being part of this crazy, beautiful city. Dinner with friends. We meet in Gracia, a bohemian neighborhood away from the tourist traps. The streets are a labyrinth of tiny bars and restaurants. The air is thick with the smell of garlic, olive oil, and cigarette smoke. We order a mountain of tapas, patatas bravas, tortilla, gambas al ajillo. We wash it down with local beer and red wine. The conversation flows as easily as the drinks. Stories are shared, laughs are had. This is what it's all about. The night is young. We wander through the Gothic Quarter, a maze of narrow streets and hidden squares. Street musicians serenade us with flamenco guitar. We stumble upon a hidden courtyard, a fountain gurgling in the center. The air is alive with possibility. This is Barcelona at its most magical. Last stop, a rooftop bar with a view of the Sagrada Familia, Gaudi's unfinished masterpiece, rising like a dream against the night sky. We sip our drinks, mesmerized by the play of light and shadow on its spires. Barcelona, a city that never sleeps, a city that steals your heart and never gives it back. I wouldn't have it any other way. The city lulls me to sleep, the rhythm of the streets, a lullaby, the scent of jasmine in the air. Barcelona dreams, a kaleidoscope of colors, sounds, tastes. I wouldn't trade this life for anything.